水たまりに一粒落ちた火種で世界は歪んで見えた大事なものすら霞んで空がなく私が笑えるように風が舞う私に聞こえるように雲は揺れる私の心のように儚く脆くそれでも確かに空がなそれでも続く今は願うただただあなたに届くこともなく虹がかかりそしてつながる虹がかかりそしてつながる水たまりに一粒落ちた火種で世界は歪んで見えた大事なものすら霞んで下を向くいつかは燃えてしまうのにね平和にはしゃらいは咲いているのに枯れてしまわぬようにこの音が流れたらつながる名前を削られた教科書と毛の枝で描いた世界地図また同じ傷をなぞってる未来だけがまだ黙ってる空がなく私が笑えるように 風が舞う私に聞こえるように雲は揺れる私の心のように儚く脆くそれでも確かに空が泣くあなたが笑えるように風が歌うあなたに聞こえるように雲は揺れる私の心のように深く静かにそれでも続く今は願うただただあなたに届くこともなく虹がかかりそしてつながる虹がかかりそしてつながる水たまりに一つぶ落ちた火種で世界は歪んで見えた大事なものすら霞んで安全に隠されて下を向くいつかは燃えてしまうのにね平和にはしゃらいは咲いているのに枯れてしまわぬようにこの音が流れたら空が泣くショイ軍様が笑えるように任せる軍様に聞こえるように雲は揺れる私の心のように静かにそれでも重く今も進むただただあなたに届くこともなく虹がかかりそしてつながる名前を削られた教科書と毛の枝で描いた世界地図また同じ傷をなぞってる未来だけがまだ黙ってる空が泣く私が笑えるように風が舞う私に聞こえるように雲は揺れる私の心のように儚く脆くそれでも確かに空が泣くあなたが笑えるように風が歌うあなたに聞こえるように雲は揺れる私の心のように深く静かにそれでも続く今は願うただただあなたに届くこともなく虹がかかりそしてつながる虹がかかりそしてつながる水たまりに一つぶ落ちた火種で世界は歪んで見えた大事なものすら霞んで
Up, 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 up. Alright. I want to ask though, is the stream okay or not? Specifically because, you know, want to check if the bitrate's okay, if Twitch is stable, because it's showing me unstable because the bitrate is too high. So can you please all tell me if it's okay on both sides, if you're all here. But yeah, what's up, you fucking bastards? Hold up, let me just unlock my model so I can move a little bit down. There we go. Haven't seen you all for a week, huh? Totally not yesterday. Totally not yesterday. Sorry, I have to reply to a DM. Some people actually never fucking learn, apparently. Oh? Ah? Okay, I don't think there's lag anymore. I saw Twitch side being lagging. YouTube's perfect. Yeah, hope you all are doing well. Have you had a good week? Oh yeah, I have a... Snooze the ads. I have an announcement, actually. I brought back my TikTok. Oh, shit. Yeah, TikTok's back. I think I linked it in my command socials. Yeah, I did. Yeah. So it's basically the same shit I post on my main YouTube channel. Oh yeah, I forgot to announce it. The new Warhammer lore video is out, motherfuckers. It's fucking out. Yeah, I'm back to fucking play, to doing Warhammer lore videos. I have to do another tomorrow. I'm recording part 4. Hey Badger, can you check both Twitch and YouTube if they're okay? Is there no... Like, I upped the bitrate to 6K from 4K, and all of a sudden Twitch is like, your bitrate is too high, it's unstable, you know? But because I'm doing, you know, the stream elements thing, so I want to see if the connection's okay or not. Let me just, I have to fucking open, I have to open a different browser so I don't accidentally log out of YouTube. Hello Nukin, is the stream working okay on the Twitch side, huh? Seems fine. Okay. So let me just grab the link to the vid. There we go. Okay, thank you. Oh shit. Pardon me. Ignore that. Back to Warhammer lore. Okay, second of all, is the music okay? There we go. I'm just gonna pin it. Yep. Indefinitely pin it. Thank you, Twitch. Yeah. But yeah, so on the main channel, which you're probably also watching right now, the stream, there's gonna be a new part 4 of the Divinity 2 Let's Play, and there's gonna be a new game review. I'm not gonna be spoiling what the game is, because I love finding these little fucking obscure games, but not so obscure. All I'm gonna say is, it feels like I'm back in communist Yugoslavia. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be saying. Mostly looking all similar. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, apart from that, I'm back on TikTok. Yep. I decided to fucking post the shorts I made before on TikTok, and I started posting on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram on Vex1702. Same as here, baby. Same as here. I'm gonna be also probably posting my Warhammer miniatures back again. Like, I'm no longer... How do I say this? I'm no longer miffed on the Warhammer community anymore. Mostly because all of the fucking cunt heads have fucked off, so... It's great now. Which is amazing, really. All that had to happen is for them to leave Twitter. Who knew when somebody problematic leaves a site, everything becomes peaceful. Yeah, I'm gonna start Switor. Thankfully, I was smart and I opened the launcher hours ago and downloaded a new update, which was 6 gigs. I was smart. Praise me, everyone. Alright, now I'm just gonna log in. Yeah, how was all of your day today? Mine was hectic. Oh, it was hectic for multiple different fucking reasons. Not gonna talk about it, honestly. I would like to talk about it, genuinely. I'm a yapper, especially if it's something pissing me off. Okay, launcher, how long is it for you to look for the updates, dude? There you are. Shit. I'm just gonna... It's been so hot. Well, you're British. If it's over 20 degrees Celsius, you're melting, so... By the way, the song is called Connect by Shiro. What? I got an error. It failed to load the game. What? I was open, all of a sudden I'm like, failed to load world. Are you shitting me, dude? Do I have to reinstall this bitch of a game again? Because of that. No fucking way. I'm gonna try one more time. If not, we're fucking playing Rogue Trader, dude. Come on. Yep. Yep, I have to reinstall the fucking game, apparently. Apparently, the file is corrupted. I hate this. Okay, we're changing shit. I genuinely can't fucking believe it, dude. Yeah. Here's the thing. I found so my hard drive was acting a little bit funky. My dad was cleaning it up, cleaning the PC inside, and maybe he fucking nicked. Actually, no. I checked the health of the hard drive. It looks fine. Maybe the cables are not something like. We refitted the cables as well, just in case. But the issue is that all of a sudden, I do not know fucking why before we did that, but but some of the I had to like on Windows repair the drive, you know. It's ironic because the hard drive I'm using is split into two drives. One's okay, one's not. So then I found out I had a fucking virus. Amazing, right? And I no longer have these issues, but apparently it fucking hit the out of all things, Twitter. Anyhow. Yeah, this fucking sucks, man. This fucking sucks. Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry, I missed nuking your chat. Hold up. Damn, shit. Yeah, it was a worm virus. Thankfully, Thankfully, I was born in a fucking tech, in a tech or half of my in a family where half of it is tech oriented. So, I mean, the hard drive works fine, and I have like 3 fucking hard drives that are backups. I can easily clone them if I wanted to, honestly. You'll all be surprised how many fucking hard drives I have in my fucking closet. I would have sold them all if there weren't like 200 gigs or something like that, because a lot of people want at least a terabyte and shit like that. I'm just like... some of them I'm saving up because having backup hard drives is good. Oh, my model is lagging. Holy shit. There you go. Up. But yeah, so TLDR, expect 2 videos on the main channel, and that's why I'm mostly gonna be either streaming once or twice a week, but it's gonna be probably on 2 channels. You know, the main channel and on the commentary channel. Oh, I'm seeing the lag already. Yep. Okay, hold up. I can fix this. I just have to limit the fucking bitrate. Stream. Output. 4. There we go. Easy as shit. Now watch. 5 turbos are just for emulation copy seeing that. Yeah, if I wasn't broke, I would buy the big ass fucking... I would have... Actually, no. I wanted to say I would have had all SSDs. Meanwhile, it's really smart to have a mix of SSD and HDDs. Really. I know that is actually the smart thing. My dad, who is the computer guy, he also says that is the smart one. Anyhow, so we just started. Abelard!
Lord Captain. A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I am ready to acquaint you with all the particulars that interest you.
Alright, so outline the situation in the Cronus Expanse for me.
This is a topic for an official briefing, not a casual conversation. But I will try to answer succinctly. And if you permit, in my own words. The Cronus Expanse is considerably removed from the heart of the Imperium. This means that local warp routes become useless within months. Established pathways are regularly subject to attacks from all kinds of rabble. And in the only major port, the Imperium's frigates find themselves moored alongside pirate vessels.
Sorry, my mom gave me my dinner. Abelard, you glorious bastard! Let me bitch slap you!
Until recently, the Cronus Expanse could hardly have been called a region of the Imperium. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under its own rules, you see. More radical, so to speak. But ones that allow for a non-standard approach where there is a promise of victory. The Cronus Expanse has considered rogue trader territory for a reason. Only rogue traders have sufficient military might, audacity, and the rights granted them by the warrant to survive the leap into the unexplored part of the Expanse. And in the event of a successful outcome, to hold on to whatever they manage to capture on the frontier.
How are you doing, brother? We were supposed to play Star Wars The Old Republic, however, files got corrupted. So...
In the first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperium with respect. The Expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the
rogue
territories
trader.
of the throne.
Treating people
The arrival
with
of the Lord
respect?
Inquisitor has turned the Coronis Expanse into a less wild and
What's
uncontrolled
next?
region.
You want me to
the
fucking be a
regret of some
charity?
individuals who had grown inured to lawlessness.
Not KOTOR, SWTOR. Star Wars The Old Republic. The MMO. Its files got corrupted. I have to reinstall the bitch again. Which the weirdest thing is, it updated itself.
Rogue traders
You know?
such as yourself are also servants of the Imperium. They have been accorded special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within their territory. And they enjoy absolute respect in other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Kalagos Winterscale and Celia Bastal.
Another run,
Tread
however, I
carefully
never
when
finished.
dealing with either of them.
I got to late Act 4. Oh no, I know the fucking ending. I know the ending, dude, don't worry. I know the effects of and the choices of endings you're gonna have. Oh, you got way further than I. Yeah. I just stopped playing for some reason. I don't know why. But since I beat Doom already, you know, I'm on a streak of finishing games. So yeah. However, I don't have the DLCs, so you're just seeing me play the base game.
If we are to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what Footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first is the Kazbala Commission, organized crime in its most primitive form. It holds sway over the Liege of Footfall, and has links to rogue trader Winterscale. The second faction is an offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of St. Drusus. They are actively building their forces, and hold influence over rogue trader Chorda.
No.
And finally, the third faction, the Explorators.
No, why on God's earth you wanna fucking shag Slanesh?
They are willing to die and kill for the secrets
You
of
do
the
realize
ancient
Slanesh has a
technological
dick,
heresies
right?
that are hidden among the stars of the Coronis Expanse.
She is the embodiment of a Futanari. You do realize that, right? Also, I consider Slanesh the she. I mean, here's the thing though, Pato. Slanesh has the power, is the creator of flesh shaping. She can create multiple arms. You know, so, oh my fucking god. Bonk nuking everyone, there's a bonk command. Dude, I am a horny bastard, but I'm not that horny. I'm not that desperate. Yeah, as many as Slanesh desires. Slanesh technically doesn't have a form. Truly. Here we go. Let me just show the bomb command. Oh, for fuck's sake! The oh fuck, the command is broken. Shit. Okay, you won that. You won this round. You won this battle, but you didn't win the war. I consider Slash heretical. We all do. Also, Pato, as you can see in the pinned comments, we're back to lore. Next video is being gonna be scripted on Monday, and hopefully by next week the next video is gonna come out, which is about chaos itself. I'm gonna be talking about chaos in general, the concept of chaos, using Carl Jung's collective unconscious theory. Yes, I'm going philosophical again. To explain how chaos works in general, how demons work. I'm gonna be also explaining how chaos corruption works. I'm gonna be also further down the line a little bit explaining the chaos gods, like the warp video, but not too much because I want to save some more info for their dedicated videos. Then after that, there's gonna be the Corn lore video dedicated to the god, then his demons, and then afterwards it's gonna be 40k rules, explaining how a Corn army plays. Not the world eaters though. Not the world eaters.
You know, Lord Captain, I am no admirer of fine art. When we next find ourselves in a civilized port with time to spare, I will promptly find an artist and commission a portrait of the individual to whom you refer, with a hole between the eyes. Conrad Vtuber. That he committed his
Conrad, or as I like to call him, Contrag. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, Pato. I do plan to be a prosecutor. You do realize I always have to be like 5 steps ahead. And I'm... maybe not... I got a job offer for after I finish law university. But not as a prosecutor, because you need the bar exam for that. And that's gonna happen 2 years at least down the line. Because how the legal system here in Serbia works. I may or may not be an inspector. And here an inspector is basically a detective equated to. So, I maybe be that. Yeah, boys. This elf might be a narc. Das Maja. Svotor ima korumpirane fajlove, pa sam prešao na drugu igru.
We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years.
Da.
And we never saw eye to eye.
I to je MMO igra, bajo. MMO.
He was never afraid of assuming responsibility.
Jebeni
And
virus.
he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit it, but the Von Valancius Protectorate continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day.
I mean,
His service always
I have
garnered my
multiple
respect.
plans and shit like that, but
Everything else
nothing is
about
set in
him made me
stone.
Want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake.
Because you don't know... Ja, evo završam sa setupom. Sa novom grafom. Nice. Doesn't mean... like, life is unpredictable, mate. Just because I want to be a prosecutor doesn't mean I will be in the future, because who knows what fate will down the line will do. You know, you genuinely could not ever know what will happen in the future.
If you are taking comfort in the thought that we will hear no more of Conrad, prepare to be disappointed. You
Nali, for
thwarted
fuck's
his
sake,
plans.
you blindsided me with
meticulously plotted
saying
and
hi in
treachery.
Serbian.
He is sure
Doing
not
well,
to
dude.
strike at you.
You?
And he will use his contacts and knowledge of the Protectorate to do so. As you wish, Lord Captain.
I wanted to play Star Wars The Old Republic MMO, but the files are corrupt. Because of virus, because I preemptively scanned my fucking PC, because I've been getting constantly fucking notifications about repair your hard drive, your hard drive, and I was like, what? But then, I used my father's program, a legit program, to see the health of my hard drive. And the health is on 100%, nothing wrong, nothing. Then I did the, you know, the command prompt where to check if the hard drive is dirty. It isn't. And I'm just like, okay. So what I did basically was, first I did the repairs, then I reconnected the wires just in case with my dad. And then I did a full ass fucking scan of that fucking hard drive. I had some viruses. How did that happen? I do not know.
As you wish, Lord Captain. What would you like to know? I used to be an officer in the Navis Imperialis. No, I used to be is not quite right. It was not simply a job. It was my calling, the essence of my life. I was proud to serve Lord Captain Theodora, but in my heart and mind, I'm still an officer of the Imperium.
Once in the Navy, always in the Navy, boy.
I met Lord Captain Theodora on a mission where the Imperial Navy was providing reinforcement to the rogue traders' army on one of the frontier worlds. Our acquaintance was not easy. Working with people outside the Navy hierarchy has never been my strong suit. It was to my great surprise then, that after the mission's completion, I received a referral to leave my service in the Navy and join the rogue traders' personal council. It was a difficult choice for me. But I saw in the offer a chance to serve the interests of humanity even more effectively than in the Navis Imperialis. You do not need me to tell you just how remarkable a person Lord Captain Theodora was. I recognized her at once as a true leader and formidable creative force.
Yeah, he is. Until unless you're a poor person, then Abelard's not a decent person.
I used to be an officer in the Navis Imperialis. No,
oh, mine is not an SSD. Mine, the one I was talking about, the one is
It was my
HDD.
calling, the essence of my life. I was proud to serve Lord Captain Theodora.
Nobody's perfect. Yeah, I
In my
know.
heart and mind, I'm still an officer of the Imperium. I met Lord Captain...
Oh shit,
You could say there was no one among the naval command who was willing to impede the wishes of the rogue trader. To do so would be to risk their own position and their relationship with Theodora. The Lord Captain possessed certain contacts in the Imperial Navy. Contacts which she used to request help during the conflict on the border world. And which enabled her to make me an offer that resulted in my joining her retinue. The Navis Imperialis is an ancient institution with its own mandates and muster lists.
free experience
On
points,
occasion,
baby.
in the heat of an official briefing, or an informal discussion, I violated those rules, determined to press my point. It is challenging to choose the words to accurately express my opinion on a situation or the actions of others that do not sound overly scathing or confrontational. Many in command were inclined to view my manner of speaking as unbefitting a person of my rank.
So the way you talk about Theodora, you're probably in love with her. You're simped for her.
What? Lord Captain, any allegations of improper feelings or unsanctioned relations are utterly baseless and bordering on the insulting. Utterly baseless.
Come on, old man. Come on. Come on. Come on. We know. Come on, Snappy Gatsundere. We know, Abelard.
I am a widower. I am a father of 4.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if my information is not outdated, a grandfather of 11. My family lives on Dargonus. None of my children express any eagerness or aptitude for serving aboard ship. And I would hardly have insisted that they follow in my footsteps. Of course.
You may call me by my first name, you know.
I thank you for the honor, but I must decline. As a former military officer, I believe in the importance of order in all things, including the chain of command. You are the Lord Captain, my direct superior. I am not prepared to address you in any way other than as regulation dictates.
Well, I must take my leave.
Lord Captain.
It's not too Argenta now.
Rogue trader.
The trick is with Pato that Owlcat in general... Owlcat in general has... All of their games have great voice acting. You should see the Pathfinder games. That is peak in their games voice acting. You don't even understand that. Like, I think it's some of them are the same VAs in Pathfinder. From their Pathfinder game, sorry. So, yeah. You had a personal request from me.
I indeed have a request, Rogue Trader. The accursed servants of Chaos who assaulted this ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end. I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in Von Valancius territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the Rogue Trader could meet with the orphans?
Oh yeah, for those who don't, who are a little bit confused, Warhammer ships are big. Sword class ships, which we have is the Rogue Trader, by the way, are the size of a city. Yeah, I'm not joking. They're definitely a size of a city, a big ass city, honestly. And don't forget they have deepness and width. And there are a whole fucking. You have multiple small cities inside your ship, equal population wise, you know. So. Oh wow. So you can't. So there are, and some people never leave the ships. Some people, well, not necessarily never ever, but there are people who live in these ships for generations. They're called Voidborn for a reason, and you know, they have some obvious signs that they're Voidborn. You know.
These children are the future of your crew. And one day, they too will have to stand against evil and heresy as their parents did. By meeting them, by speaking the right words to them, You will honor the memory of the fallen heroes and light the way to heroes in the making. They will always remember the day they met the rogue trader. Besides, it will bolster the orphan's spirits, help them recover from their loss, which can be hard for someone so young.
Well, no formalities needed.
I will pass on your instructions. Thank you for taking my request to heart.
So I'm mostly gonna be playing Iconicas, Dogmatic. You know, we're a psyker. We don't like heresy. We know warp fuckery very well. I'm not gonna kill the deer this time. I'm not gonna fucking let Argenta bolt her in the head. Not yet, I think, no. That game, though, the Dark Heresy game is gonna be wild. Here's the thing, I've played the Dark Heresy, the tabletop RPG. It has a very unique mechanic, just like, for instance, trade in the tabletop rogue trading, there's trading involved. Yes, shocking, I know. But... Oh yeah, by the way, in the Dark Heresy, you could not recruit Eldar or Kroot or any Xenos. You couldn't. Even as a Radical Inquisitor, you couldn't. They were always enemies, which makes sense because you were playing as an Inquisitorial agent. So that's a little bit different. But... Dark Heresy has a mechanic called the Insanity Mechanic. Because, you know, being an Inquisitor, you will see some messed up shit. And when I say messed up shit, I mean, I'm using the standards of 40k messed up. So it's not just seeing somebody getting fucking bisected. No, no, no. That's a normal. When I say messed up shit, I mean seeing a demon crawling out of someone's arsehole. And that's the lightest version when you're an Inquisitor, you know? And you inevitably, throughout your playthrough in the campaign, in the tabletop, you stack up on those insanity points. Sometimes you can relieve some of them, but you will always have them eventually. It's like mandatory for the DM to give you insanity points. Stack up, and there's like a bar where you have to roll on the table, I think. Now, granted, it's been long ass fucking time since I played that, so I could be misremembering heavily. So do not take my take my words with a grain of salt. I am definitely sure that there is an insanity mechanic, though, and because of that, you have to role play. You literally have to mandatory role play with, depending on what the quirks you get when you pass a certain threshold in your insanity meter. Okay, and the DM kind of has full-on authority to pick and choose for you for that. Now with discussion with the player, you maximize the insanity meter. You get your guy's gone. He's unplayable anymore. You can't play him. So my estimation is that there is going to be, because that's a very unique mechanic for Dark Heresy. There's no way they won't put it. And there's always, and it is like the like in Rogue Trader, puritanical and radical. There is that, of course, but the insanity mechanic is so deeply ingrained in the fucking game that there's no way Alcat won't put that in. I would be shocked if they did. If they didn't, sorry. And my guess is it's game over when the insanity meter reaches up. Like, you failed the game. and they could put like in the game how to lower by talking to your companions, doing certain actions, shit like that. Now the trick is, sometimes you're gonna be forced to do the actions which will raise your insanity meter, because if you don't, shit will hit the fan. I love that. I can't wait for Dark Heresy. I do want, though, for there to be a space marine companion. There's no way they wouldn't. These pups. It's hardly the Schola Progenium in here, but we have provided the orphans on your ship with adequate care and instruction. The Schola Progenium is basically a university, a school for gifted orphans in the Imperium, run by the Ecclesiarchy, where they train the officers, the commissars, the sisters of battle, Tempestus Scions and shit like that, and everybody in every order in the Imperium. Whoa! Wrath and Honor. Hey, if you need a player, I'm in. I already have a Blood Angel Scout ready. Now, he is a homebrew guy, but if you want me to play as Blood Angels, I have no need. Sorry, my mouth was freaking out a little bit. Brave ones the master ship has appeared before you, the one who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, the rogue trader of House von Valancius. Do you in fairness, Master, do you serve as a teacher in your pastime? And for them, it's the Infernus way to keep fools in trouble. The job, so we chipped in rations here and there to make sure nobody gives them a hard time. We take the older ones. The teenagers keep staring at you. A girl being close to her, gentle smiles are uncertainly. Skinny pale lad throws his shoulders back, stand attention like a soldier. Only a few teenagers far in the row seem solid and not particularly impressed. One of the orphans. So what? Why should we care? Our friends and parents died in their dozens for your noble lot, and you just give us speeches. Nice, I'm still figuring out the system. I owe my friends a Warhammer game since I started talking about playing Dark Heresy. I mean, Wrath and Glory is based on the D&D 5e system, so it's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that hard. Unlike Dark Heresy and Deathwatch and Rogue Trader, which are the D100 systems, which is more complicated. So I'm fairly sure it's gonna be easy. Jenna quickly turns to the boy. A flurry of emotions flashes in her dark eyes, like she wants to both calm him and scold him for his impudence. The orphans, they are henceforth your clan. It falls to you to teach them the meaning of what their parents fought. The Infernus Master is a new thing. I don't remember that. And I don't have the DLCs in me, so... Yeah, say them without fear, I will listen. Doesn't matter what we say, won't bring our parents back. And it won't change the pace either. We'll keep slaving away on the ship until we drop and die for like our forks or worse. I understand your grief and dismay. Your parents died, it's not easy, but they gave their lives for the truth, for the good of the whole ship, for the Imperium. Do not speak of their honorable faith with anger and disdain. Yeah, Agenta, I am wise, for I am an elf. Hard to say whether your words have not left an impression on the boy, but he nods slowly. Then he catches him and gives you an awkward bow. Abelard goes a sign. Servants immediately emerge carrying package treats with Von Valancius blazed on the wrappers. It appears that the Seneschal came prepared. Yes, throw the hard candy on their eyes, boys. They don't technically need their eyes, they just need to feel the valves. But yeah, also, if you do decide to let me play in the game, I plan for making my scout into a librarian, because I like me psychers. The mag dump a boulder in you for being an elf. Well, she did not did that to Uriel, so sucks to be you. Tall, middle-aged woman stares straight ahead, her eyes vacant, and as she rubs the implant in her temple, her collar is undone, and one of the clasps is on the verge of falling off. Sensing your presence, Idira turns her head towards you and offers you a crooked smile, even her eyes look right through you. Change the bolter for warp shenanigans. I mean, I won't make him a psyker straight away. Yeah, I want that to happen throughout the campaign. And remember, he's still a scout. He's gonna be a scout. I did not know that. Yep. The only way for her to kill the Eldar companion is if you tell her to do that.
What are you talking about, Lord Captain?
Have you been to Terra?
Look, Lady Theodora couldn't care less if some eggheads measured my brains or not. It's not about the seal on your forehead, get it? It's about what's in your gut, if it's rotten or not. My gut's stronger than the adamantine on this here ship, and my implants are better than the ones they put in you on your Terra. If they weren't, I wouldn't have lived as long as I have.
That is true. Psychers barely live to 30. So her being middle-aged is a miracle. Where do you come from?
An outlying world in the Heathen Stars region. In the Coronis Expanse, the deeper you go, the less visible the Astronomicon gets, and the less people know about the Imperium. The arrival of a rogue trader is the best thing that can happen to a world like that. The very best.
Tell me about later.
It's an out-of-the-way planetoid between two faint stars. On Lyra, a dozen local tyrants fight over 5 measly continents. But they use everything they can to win. From poison to psychers. I haven't been there in many years, but there's nothing for me to miss. Trust me. But here on the ship is a different story altogether. I saw more wonders in my first year serving Lady von Valancius than I'd seen in my whole life on Lyra. Like my first journey through the warp, I was in bed for 3 days. I felt like supernovas were exploding in my head. I only found out later that I'd gotten off easy. Just through the bulkhead in the bay next to mine, a whole team turned into... Look at me rambling on, Lord Captain. Pay no attention.
Turn into what?
It wasn't like it was a very fun trip, Lord Captain. But look, if you want to be entertained, I'm the woman for the job. I'll entertain you with one of the stories from my collection, no problem. But if you want to hear about the time I melted everyone in the bay next door, well, I just don't really want to go into the details on that one, alright?
No, fair enough, they turned into Spawn. Spoiler, they turned into Spawn. And what did you do before you came to the ship?
Oh, I embroidered wall hangings in honor of our national heroes. I did the same thing I do here, Lord Captain. Divining. Our rulers prized the ability to see into the future. Every psyker that could be found was worth a small fortune on Lyra. There's no such thing as a peaceful life on Lyra. People like me were especially sought after. They'd pick psychers up wherever they found them, buy kids off their parents, even just abduct them. Take me, for instance. I got taken from my street gang. The older kids sold me when they noticed there was something off about me. The ruling dynasties had schools where they trained us and beat us black and blue. And then they packed us off to serve. Some of us held on for a long time, but others didn't last. Not everyone's as smart and talented as me, you know. Some people crossed the line and were out of commission before their time.
Idira looks at you expectantly, then as clarifying, she uses her hands to indicate head exploding and laughs. Yep, that's average for a Psyker. And lucky. The bad ending for a Psyker is they become a fucking portal to demons. How do you end up in the Rogue Trader's service?
Theodora von Valancius paid a visit to the ruler I was serving at the time. I don't know what the visit was for, and it's no business of mine anyway. I can still remember the way the voices in my head changed when I looked at her. They were practically screaming. She had so much behind her, and plenty ahead of her too. As I gawped at her, all of a sudden I heard a whisper. A hint, a suggestion, nothing more. But I know the difference between idle chatter and a real threat. I seized my chance and approached Theodora. I managed to whisper a couple of words in her ear before the wardens dragged me away. They beat me and locked me up. No wonder. It wasn't my place to converse with outsiders. And then Theodora's people came for me. They broke down the wall, butchered the guards. Also, I could tell them my warning in full. So I said the rest, but I didn't want to go back to my old life. And so I entered the service of the von Valancius dynasty.
And have you ever been off the ship?
A few times. Not many. And if I think about it, why would I want to? I've got everything I need here. All the whispers I hear are familiar ones. They almost feel like family. And if I want to hear about the
I mean, here's the thing, Nukin. There's a difference between summoning one demon and becoming a portal.
But don't go getting the wrong idea.
The Psykers become a portal in the most gruesome way possible. Their whole body gets ripped apart. Hold up, let me just... I have to clean the glasses real quick. There we go.
Of course, Lord Captain.
That's like being a Psyker. Yeah, this is gonna be ironic because I am a Psyker as well.
You could ask yourself that question, eh, Lord Captain?
See?
Every Psyker feels their connection with the warp in their own way.
Yeah,
One
sucks to
person
be
might see
very
sparks and
much.
shadows out of the corner
You
of
also
their
get
eye.
and also
Another feels
your
fingers
chaos
running
constantly
down their
tries to
spine.
invade you in your
As
dreams
for me,
to corrupt you.
I've got a door in my head. One that's open just a crack. There's no way to close it, no matter how hard I try.
There you go.
I've just had to get used to the whispers from the other side. When I need to use it for work, I listen in more closely. But I usually just try not to notice it.
That's with the diviners, by the way. Every psyker hears voices in their head. Diviners hear it more. How do you live this whispering in your head?
Training, habit, and a little amasec and a couple other things you can get on the lower decks. If you put all those together, it makes things bearable. Sometimes I even wonder if I'm imagining half the voices I hear. You know, when life on board gets a little boring. Better than listening to the living, anyhow.
What will happen if the door bursts open?
Well, if the door opens, that means somebody's planning to come in, right? But screw them. They're not coming through. Trust me. I know how to keep my valuable head locked up tight.
Are you afraid of losing control?
Only losers who are afraid of their own gift lose control. Or idiots who never figure out what they are before it's too late. Or little kids who want to play around with their shiny new toy. If you don't know the limits of your abilities, or you're always bouncing around in your own head, that's a recipe for disaster.
By the way, there's also different grades of psychers. From Epsilon to Alpha. Alpha being the strongest, and also if you're an Alpha level psyker or Alpha plus, you're basically like a minor god, basically, to comparison to humans, but you're 100% insane. They're always unstable. The only one who is stable was the Emperor. And the Emperor is basically an amalgamation of countless psychic shamans. See my
Alright.
future.
That's what I'm here for, after all. So, I'm just going to lean on that door in my head a little more, prick up my ears, and listen.
Sure.
Alright, let's hear what they're whispering about you.
Dira laughs, rubs her hands together, suddenly freezes with a vacant smile on her head slightly tilted. You feel goosebumps appear on your skin, and your collar begins to waver ever so slightly, as if it's moved at a breeze, half-open door.
Seek not on firm ground, but in a golden hall suspended in the void. There waits a child without kin, but with a name blind to truth. She draws the brush across the canvas and does not notice that her palette is full not of paint, but of blood. And with each smear, this well does not deplete, but fills and fills up to the brim. One thing is clear. When this vessel overflows, none will remain unstained. Among the blind men and false prophets, a red-robed sage seeks the answer to a question. He does not know that it is not the answer he must seek, but the question that will draw everything into focus. Will you help him, Rogue Trader? But mark that sometimes ignorance is sweeter than oblivion. A chained hound chases after glimmers of the aurora, but sparks in the scent of oil confound his nose. A chain trails after him. What will happen if you pick it up? Will you become his master, or merely another beast in the pack of his true lord? The glow of dawn bursts forth from its prison. Dungeon walls cannot contain the dark essence wallowing in the dust. A naive cub pushes his nose into a familiar hand, one that holds death in twisted glass. Cherish it or cast it off as a burden. The sword of change has already been raised. What is one more life to it? I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices are going wild. I can't make out a thing. I'll try to rein them in somehow, but for now,
Alright. How did you know Theodora well?
none of the officers knew the Lord Captain well. Not even Abelard, and she was always closer to him than anyone else. She told me from the off if I ever listened to anything in the warp about her without her permission, I'd be going out through the airlock. I'm not an idiot, so I never stuck my nose where it didn't belong. Only when I was asked. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. Lady von Valancius gave me everything I have. She opened the stars to me and the paths between them. I still think I can hear her voice.
Things between you and Argenta are strained, right?
The little sister is afflicted with her own set of voices. Ones that whisper to her about corruption and heresy. The silly girl doesn't realize that if she wants to find the source, she needs to start by looking in her own head. Of course.
Go. We talk back to Argenta. Oh, shit.
Greetings.
Tell me about the Adepta Sororitas.
Gladly. There are none more faithful to the God Emperor than my sisters. We fight against his enemies by the will of the Holy Ecclesiarchy. We... I beg your pardon, Rogue Trader. Here I am talking about what every lesser noble in the Imperium knows. So what exactly are you interested in hearing about?
So they say the Sororitas are the fiercest in their faith among the warriors, right?
It is. The Sisters of Battle are a fire lit by the God Emperor. They are the echo of his voice that travels through the dark expanses of the universe. We bring his wrath to heretics, mutants, and other enemies of humanity. We
Sorry. Alright. Sorry, I got a DM. Hi, Pickaxe. Enjoy the lurk, dude. Sorry, I'm reading some DMs I've been sent.
the faithful from the unholy and unhallowed. Sometimes with words, more often than not with a bolter.
Are they truly faultless?
Even the novices of the Adeptus Sororitas are drawn from among the most worthy. Those who have taken the vows and become a full-fledged sister are the best of the best, tested by trials of body and spirit. Yes, There have been cases when a sister stumbled or showed weakness, but do not expect to hear a story of depravity or downfall from me. Each such occurrence is a great tragedy for us all. Light cannot bear the smallest speck of darkness within. And thus those who have trespassed or shown weakness of spirit are given a chance at redemption. They are called Sisters Repentia, and may the enemy tremble before her, for nothing can stop a sister of battle who yearns to be cleansed of faults and weakness. Wearing nothing but robes, no armor, eviscerator in hand, those sisters who have once faltered find repentance on the battlefield. Their lives are seldom long, but a death in the name of purgation is a better fate than to live with a shadow in one's soul.
What order do you come from? I mean, I know, but y'all don't.
Once I had completed my novitiate, I was sent to the Calixian branch of the Order of Our Martyred Lady.
The
assigned
biggest
to
one.
The Order's Pronatus.
They're the
The Order's
poster
mission
girls
is vital and
for
noble.
the
The Sisters
sororitas.
Pronatus protect great relics of the Imperium. We guard them, preserve them, escort them when they are brought onto the battlefield or presented for pilgrims to venerate. And we seek out the relics that have been lost. Neither a coven of heretics nor the most wicked death world can deter Sisters Pronatus when their goal is to return a piece of the great legacy of the
Experience
Imperium
points.
into the hands of the faithful.
The Pronatus are not the order's one of the order's military, and yet you're trained a fighter.
Don't let the name deceive you. The Order's militant trains sisters to march onto the battlefield as an army. That does not make sisters who belong to the non-militant orders timid and helpless. Both the solace-bringing Sisters Hospitaller and the enlightened Sisters Dialogus know how to greet enemies of humanity. Their dialogue with heretics is usually quite short, with the last word being a bolter discharge. And my order has all the more reason to be known for the martial prowess of its sisters. We are the keepers of the Imperium's relics. What would become of our blessed hero's legacy if the Sisters Pronatus could not protect it?
You said belong to the Calixian branch of the order. What brought you to the Kronos Expanse?
The Order sent me to Footfall. My undertaking was to assist the local priesthood of Drusians in caring for a sacred reliquary that had been there since the time of Parson Mr. Wayne, the station's founder.
And are there any other members of the Adeptus Sororitas in the Kronos Expanse?
None that I'm aware of, but the Sisterhood's orders are many, and can operate independently of one another, sending their sisters wherever their presence is needed as deemed by the Ecclesiarchy. Perhaps somewhere in the Lord Inquisitor's retinue, may his path be blessed, my sisters perform their duty as we speak. I wish it were so. Even a single evening spent in joint prayer and training would bring me joy.
And no more questions.
Should any more arise, keeping them to yourself would be imprudent. It is a virtue to take an interest in holiness.
Tell me about yourself.
About me? I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to
Suspicious.
tell
How'd
about
you end up on Theodora's ship?
I first came here when I found myself in need of passage from Footfall to a remote planet. But I imagine what interests you is not that first journey, but rather what brought me aboard prior to the cultist attack. That story is complicated. It just so happened that
She stopped short.
I made a mistake. In a moment of laxity, I was ambushed by the accursed followers of the archenemy. I
Chaos.
was badly wounded. Lady Theodora came to my aid and brought me aboard her ship, where crew attended to me in my weakened state. It all happened not too long ago. I had barely recovered from my wounds when the cultists struck. Truly, the servants of evil know no rest. There is no place where we can be safe from their machinations.
What happened to the people who wounded you? Did Theodora's men eliminate them?
Sadly, they did not. Lady Theodora was in a hurry and chose not to stay on the planet. Her people took me to a ship while I was unconscious, And when I came to my senses, we were already flying away. How I pray to come face to face with those heretics once more. And it's bound to happen someday.
Is it difficult for you to accept that you made a mistake?
It happens even to the best of us. My mistakes are my burden to bear. I'll find a way to atone for them.
Where did this happen?
On one of the recently discovered planets in the Expanse. No one suspected that it had already been tainted by the filth of heresy. Had I known it beforehand, of course I would have been on my guard.
We could go to the planet and just purge them.
The path to that planet was lost. All the knowledge is gone, along with the previous navigator. It would take immense effort and resources to rediscover the route. The heir to the von Valanci's protectorate must have plenty of other issues to deal with right now. Perhaps later, when the skies above our heads
What was it
have
like
cleared.
traveling into their
I
ship?
hadn't been here that long. Just one journey from Footfall, and the other journey, the majority of which I spent in the confines of the medbay. I can't tell you much about the first voyage. I was more focused on prayers and ruminations than on the people around me, or the journey itself. During the last journey, Seneschal Viserion stood out for me. He came by several times to ask about my health. He's an honorable man and a loyal servant of the Imperium. I think he is as meticulous in his inspections of the logistics systems as he is in his inquiries about the health of the occasional sister of battle aboard the ship. But not all of Theodora's people have earned my trust. You know who I'm talking about. There is no place for Adira Tlas among the God Emperor's faithful. I'm surprised she wasn't in league with the cultists. And I'm equally surprised by how deep heresy and treason run in this place. I'm glad we all made it through that dark hour. May the day that follows be bright. As you wish.
What is keeping you in my retinue?
The ship was targeted by heretics, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty.
I hope you
Sooner or
main the
later,
ship
I
and
will...
the crew.
Those are very courteous words, Rogue Trader. Thank you, both for your words and your hospitality.
Alright, let's BTFO now. Actually, here's Vagdis. Vagdis is how a lot of Voidborns look. Connect me to the vessel's main channel. I wish to bolster the morale of my crew. See? I know how to speak. Remind me who you are. Voxmaster Octavius Vigdi Suriorita. Oh yeah, by the way, she's a woman. Yeah. Basically, this is what happens when generations and generations are in a spaceship and they never leave said spaceship. Wait, I forgot. What are your duties? The Vox Maxter basically is the one who operates the Vox, aka the fucking comms. And they always hear shit. Always. Always. Yeah, so yeah, this is a sword class frigate. Standard. The standard of void ships. They're good. The rogue traders have the best versions of said ships. And they're big as a fucking town. A city, sorry. A whole ass city. Let's go to Uriak 5 so that we save the waifu. I'll negotiate personally. First, scan the fucking thing. Turn back. No one dares to give me fucking orders. You're docking in. I'm a fucking rogue trader. Some house of navigators who are also nobles can't order me around. Fuck them. Yep. Yeah, because they're connected to every single fucking part of the ship that has a speaker. But that also means they're the spy master of said ship. Therefore, they have, how do I explain this? Oh my god, my model died again. There we go. They also have, planted microphones everywhere. And I do mean everywhere.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
And they're gonna be executed. Oh, fucking hell, dude. They got blammed. That's it. Ah! Step back, or I'll unleash the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Aha! Well, sends you a new the Vox, not the word, Vox Master. Definitely would. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Abelard! Announce me. Before you stands his lordship, the rogue trader Ignatius von Valancius, heir to the greatest protector of the Cronus Expanse and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to put out that the nobility custom requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances of this station, his lordship rogue trader is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In that case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once. Very well. There's a dangerous glint in the dark shadow of the man's eyes. Definitely. Very well, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Fella Christoph August, keeper of this place. You did not arrive to offer support to the traders. This is great news. Said that, you understand that Iraq 5 is a holy sentiment of House Orselio, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me not for you. I am looking for the Lord Inquisitor's interrogator, Henrik von Kalox. Do you know about his present location? The Lord Inquisitor's interrogator? By the way, basically, for the rogue trader, you're definitely playing as someone at the same rank as Henrik's. So you're not gonna be just an Inquisitor acolyte, you're gonna be the interrogator, because acolytes in the Inquisition usually do not have a Rosarius. And they're mostly with the fucking Inquisitor always the damn time, I mean, he still sends them to do shit, but he's not that independent. An interrogator is the one who is, first and foremost, an acolyte who is fucking trusted by the Inquisitor, something very hard, for him to send them the far fuck away that is not in his view, you know, of influence. and he has a Rosarius. So he is like, being an interrogator is basically the closest thing you can be as an official inquisitor, because to be an official inquisitor you need 3 inquisitors' approval or the approval of 1 Lord Inquisitor, who are the creme de la creme in the Inquisition, and even then not every Lord Inquisitor has the same power. I came to search of a navigator. What happened in this station? Betrayal. The most banal thing in the life of the nobility, don't you think? I was standing by my closest friend Theobald Roselio, the second keeper of Urek 5, and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, but yeah... what kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you such a favor under different circumstances, and yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. Yeah, why should I help you? How do I make the control out? So how am I supposed to power the generator? I already know. If it's so simple, why not do it yourself, huh? I mean, I already know. Now, for the sake of profit, no, I'm just. It will be an honor to save the Lady Navigator from her woes. Wink. I mean, I already know what's happening here.
Always keep your eye on.
Like, even when I first time played, I already know who. What this little pig right there is. So. Yeah, here we go.
Who are you? Why are you crying?
Yeah.
The witch is talking about the enemies of humanity who set upon this abode of noble navigators. Then our weapons will soon dispel their wicked misery.
Yeah, that was a hint, by the way, from with Hidira, that the traders are much closer than we think.
Pay attention. Never doubt me. Duty prevails.
Anyhow, before I fucking
always keep my options open.
You know. Oh, good, good. I can sell shit. Perfect. Medicaid. See?
That's how it's done.
Most of them took their own lives, slicing their guts open. The warp. Another point of goods. Catechism of the Saint Drusius. Ah, shit! I forgot to grab the bonus things I got from being, you know, in the program. Well, getting this game in the program. Oh, fuck off, dude. Okay, that's... Okay. Okay, we're gonna be as close as human possible. Then Argenta is gonna be here. Idira is gonna be here. Start the battle.
My faith strengthens me.
I've faced worse than this.
I think I don't have armor. A lot of people talk shit about how guardsman armor is paper, you know, and it's somewhat comparing to other factions armors like the sisters or the Astartes armor. Yes, however, flak armor is still decent. It can protect you from small caliber, you know, autoguns. And when I say autoguns, mean think of any single fucking gun that shoots bullets and not lasers. All right. First off, burn. Burn, suck it, ho. But also it's like meant for protecting you from frag grenade, shrapnel, sorry.
Who if not me?
But it's still an okay armor. It still protects enough. You know, but It's because a lot of people played the tabletop game. They somewhat think that the armor is shit because
Justice for the weak.
it's a shit save. So
Follow my lead.
I'll brush this off. Just need to throw
Whoa.
it out.
oh, my guy's nearly dead. Shit.
Follow my lead.
I'm still standing. Just barely.
Cover me.
Was it you? Or anything else?
My place is at the fore. This wound will make a fine scar.
I'll make sure to return the favor one day.
It will be done.
Brace for impact and whatnot.
Pain cleanses the body.
My faith strengthens me.
Didn't flinch.
Wow, you're all awfully clumped up together, I see. It'd be a shame if I sent lightning.
Another enemy down.
Dumbass.
It's
And
as good as done.
let's pick Endure. Because temporary HP.
It's a temporary setback.
There we go. Oh, thank God, Argento, you fucking hit something.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Oh, never mind. Fuck armor gets shit because it's competing. Yeah, I said, yeah. In real life, it definitely will be a game changer. Definitely, it's like described as better as Kevlar armor. So, and it definitely is because it can block some laser shots. You know, something that regular armor today cannot do. First off, the Medicaid is dead. Next up is analyzing the squad commander.
I will do my duty.
Hello, motherfucker. Abelard, call off his ballsack.
At your beck and call.
Excellent.
No
Again.
matter the cost.
So, once again, Abelard, cut off his ballsack, please.
Victory is reduced to dust. Follow my lead. I'd rather not. Indeed, one fewer target. At your beck and I took care of this one.
Onward.
Yeah, let's fuck, I'm gonna get a 3 roaring orc. Yeah, or a fucking artillery shell. The funniest thing, an artillery shell.
Your end was inevitable.
Or rocket propelled fucking bullets that are grenades as well, you know, bolters at the very least. You know, the bolter was absolutely fucking made to be good against, you know, orcs, but also humans. Protection ability to 4K war ammo would weigh so much it would be impractical. Well, not quite. Not quite, actually. Flak armor is light but durable. Oh, grenades. Alright, I'm giving my guy... Yeah, this has 10% armor penetration. I'm taking it.
I always have a backup plan.
Our Medicaid and his guards. Go. Why did I do that? Well, to give a... Actually, no. I'm sending this all to cargo. Yeah, I'm sending all of it to cargo. Well, the Dira needs logic, so here we go. Or a chainsaw, or power weapon, or whoa bullshitter. Yeah, there. Gar face a lot of fucking bullshit, you know. So. Yeah, here we go. Intercept conversation. And from here, a little dialogue, you would find that, oh, there's actually a traitor, but it's probably not who we think when we first played.
Keep your wits about you.
This little part right there. Right here, sorry.
What a peculiar thing.
I better myself through my service.
Yeah. Navigator's flesh sample.
Damned warp. If we'd been in real space, I'd have...
Idira, stop castigating yourself. Your soothsayings have always been vague. Even if you had her, who among us would have realized that it was Lady Theodora who was in peril? Experience? Nothing matters more.
The Mars pattern sword. Well, it's better than I have. Alright. And we're gonna equip the gloves so that we have better persuasion. Because of course. Chainsword. Yeah, nah. I'm giving Argento sword. Just in case. Just in case.
Keep your eye on the price. This could be an opportunity.
Takius.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
The Emperor favors me today.
So we're gonna open this now, get goods.
I always keep my options open.
Do you hear the voices too? So yeah, this is warp corruption, by the way. Well, one way is the warp corrupts you. Paranoia is one way. And there they start shooting each other. Hey, who are you? Lol. He just died. How? Abelard just shot him. That's it. Nothing else. Just shot him. And I'm gonna now take all of your loot. Another book, which... Oh yeah, that's actually the data crypt. Sorry. This one, which is just your regular average pistol. Wait, what am I doing? I will just fucking put that shit... Wait, what the... Oh, normal auto pistol. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm giving myself grenades though. Lolk. And Argenta is gonna have the rest of those grenades. Tech use.
I always get the job done.
Hey, we're in.
That's how it's done.
Good. Cargo. More trade goods, which is miscellaneous, but still good. Carapace. Yeah, this is light armor. Long last, good. Fire grenade, good. Good. I'm gonna give the long last. The long last to Argenta.
I always have a backup plan.
Ah, there we go. There are the servants here. Well, he doesn't speak. I wonder why. I mean, I know why, but you all see why. Awaken Cogitator. Let's see. Examine logs. Vox report. Tech priest crew is sent to navigator spawn requesting back, blah blah blah. Examine the recent entries. The servants of the child started butchering another one again. Stations docking. Are none told that invasion visit classified. The departure classified. Life support warning, warning. View the encrypted data. Break through the machine guardian's defenses. Ah, yeah, baby. You know, find traces of the purge protocol. Recovery impossible. Listen commands. Filter replay. Child delete picked flow. Disable access code. Delete. Self-destruct. You're from the guard. Captain's report mentioning. Only the keepers of the station have access to the life support system, but Keeper Theb has not left the child's side. Neither had I. Could be that. There's a traitor. Call Rykar Manoris. Request data. Felek, alive. Theobald, alive. Dead. Dead. The child. Rapid heartbeat. Yeah, she's in panic. Switch to main chamber controls. Open all doors on all levels. Well, fuck. Number 7. This. Hey, Small. What are you doing, brother? Back away. Main elevator controls. Activate the elevator. Processing query confirmed. Was your work at least now with... It's hot. Well, yeah,
not dawdle.
but still not probably hot as here. Oh shit, I forgot to loot this bastard. I forgot to loot a body, boys. Ooh, warp seer gloves. Don't mind if I... Yoinky sploinky. Yeah, that's better. But yeah, I'd heard in the UK it's fucking hot. Ah shit, the stupid fucking Zinch little bastard. What are you now fucking with me?
Or get left in the dust.
Yeah, hope your work
doubt
was...
me.
Hope your work was not as shit as last time. I had an okay day. We have work in the kitchen, like renovating the whole ass kitchen. It was hectic for me as well, due to a couple of reasons other than that. Mostly YouTube related, VTubing related. Don't worry, I'm not in deep shit, I'm just fed up with some people. Oh yeah, it's this... Oh yeah, it's this little thing where I have to figure out how to bloody fucking mix. Usually it's this little thing right here that tells me how. And yeah, remake the fucking rod. There we go. I made my rod, everyone. And now I'm gonna turn everything here to dust. Yoinky sploinky. Again. Same procedures, boys. Also, I was supposed to play a Star Wars MMO, but the files are corrupt, so I have to re-download that game again.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Oh, fuck, I forgot the tissues. Well, which one is which? Fuck it, Google it is. There we go, let's go mutate it. Should be 41. Biogel. Reagent is crystal dust. Mix, boy. Cook. Cook, Jesse. You gotta cook. Yoink. Next up, flesh sample. 04. Acid, yeah. The weirdest one of them all. And adamantine. Pardon me, adamantine.
What a peculiar
A
thing.
trip sensor in twink. Apparently, it's a bad word. Apparently, I don't know why. Just go in the chat filter and turn it off. Apparently, it's offensive to call somebody a twink. If that's the case, there we go. I did that on purpose just to make this shit blow up. Like there was no other reason. Just to make it blow up. Talisman of changing weights. Great. Great. Ah, yes. A talisman with the symbol of Zinch on. Yes, excellent, excellent. Totally something good to have in a fucking, you know, a navigator space station. Excellent. It will sell though because heretics are stupid and they have money.
Naval service. That was barely a challenge.
Anyhow, Felek. The crossroads. There are two paths, both steam with bob, both lead to the cursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy. They all fall the slightest touch. One hiding a blind man, another a traitor. What paths? I cannot say. One is made blind faith, the other hatred and treachery. Both lead to tragedy. You simply have to decide what kind of tragedy you like the most. Who is who? Giggling nastily. They will not speak, the nasty little things. Fuck you, Zinch. They say turning off the masks is of your concern. Thank you. It is clear now. Keep the key. I have any questions what happened on the station. Who is the child mentioning the documents? You meddle with something you shouldn't have left alone. The child on the station is Lady Cassia. For the commoners' dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. Well, I'm not a filthy fucking commoner. I'm a rogue traitor, bitch. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove more useful when they are able to speak. We were the traitors. And that's why they are insane. The servants cannot be a name on the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unharmed or feeble. Did you really think the mere servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half of my gods butchered one another because they suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Now, here's the thing with all cats games. The more you explore, the more you're being a loot goblin, look around and find shit. Be sure to read, by the way. Wildcat makes you read. You will unlock some additional fucking voice lines, you know. Destroying the shuttle, shutting off the power, and disabling the security systems. Too much things are requiring special access. Access available to you only to the keeper of the station. As I am sure you are aware, there were two keepers in the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald or Celia, the mentioned old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power. Also the one who blamed the woes of befallen Eric 5. I listened to a private recording of a conversation between the state. You were very lenient towards them, purposely neglecting the security protocols. I was lenient, this is true, and in the end I paid a steep price. I saw security captain's report. Only the keepers have access to the control system, but Theobald stayed at this site the entire time, could not leave the initiated of the self-destruct protocol. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or maybe after, or stern face twisting. You dare suspect me of what happened? The one going out of the way to preserve what little is still left? Enough. You're behind of this scoop. Nods weirdly. I suppose it's time to remove my mask. Congratulations. Yeah, he wasn't a traitor all along. He's a heretic. You got me. But did you really expect for me to be sincere this entire time, to welcome you with an open arms, an ally of this fallen her monster, the cursed child who tormented the navigator's house over Celia for years? There's a reason. It's not that she did it on purpose. You'll see why. Don't make me laugh. You arrived to help her to complete the story of our house, and I cannot let that happen. What the fuck are you talking about? This is monsters of any kind. You do not? In that case, accept my sincere apologies for deception of my early behavior. I have no intention of making omni of violences nor destroying. There left me no choice. You cannot even imagine what monster lurks in the upper chamber. An evil, a plague, a pestilence on the bloodline to destroy within. And Theo, his followers, just mindless fanatics serving evil. Lady Cassia is a sign of a merciless tyrant. All navigator patriarchs or matriarchs are merciless tyrants. That's nothing new, dude. That's nothing new. Just one look. Perhaps you're ingratiating yourself, hoping I will lower my guard. And I cannot change the past, dear, and I hope you ever trust me. I must pay my rules. My apologies, Jenner. Agrees to be my navigator. I will gladly get rid of your burden. You do not understand. This may work. It certainly is possible. You're going to need. Are you fucking kidding me? I wanted to attack this little bastard. I mean, he's definitely gonna attack me, but still. Yeah, you see, Cassia here is a special kind of psyker. I mean, all navigators are psychers, but she can literally project her emotions to other people. Yeah, naturally long lips cover her face with her hands, which are deformed and talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continuously streams from her scarlet red mist eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Excellent. Just like all women when they see me. Excellent. Only now you do notice the third eye on this young woman's forehead, hidden behind the jeweled ornament. And with your eye, when your eyes meet, you sense an overwhelming, soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of forceful nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. You gasp in air in terror, drowning under the crashing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Her hot tears come cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to you? See, projecting her emotions. Ow, 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 as if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging in our head. And of course, Argenta says heresy. And come the question is, I know why I'm here, and so I will stand against an illusion. You direct your attention inward to your heart, currently shackled another suffering. Under the gaze of your burning inner eye, the despair dwindles. The darkness in your soul dissipates, the lump in your throat shrinks, and you discover that you are standing in front of a bizarre creature, a young woman whose tears seem to have dried along your own. And what is happening? All the betrayers dead already, and who you are? I am Ignatius von Valancius. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm mad at the gracious star of our house. What does I feel? Faint. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you, sacred child? Throne preserves you, Almastrians, revealing Fred jet by veins, bulging milky eye, bearing the resemblance. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as your enemy. I warned you, one wrong move. Child, this one's so deranged, it's making the whispers shriek like crease. Persuade. Oh, that's gonna work. That's also gonna work. To determine what is happening on Urak 5. I'll grant you do that look at part of. So who are you? Abelard! Introduce me! His Lordship Rogue Trader Ignatius von Velasquez, heir to the greatest protector of the Cronus Expanse, the bearer of the sacred word in train, extends his greetings. Another rogue trader in our corner in the galaxy. Yes, because Winterscale was in here. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut deals and benefits on one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful. House Celia now asks his service. Save the child's life in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. What is the curse that is talking to anybody in this room? Curse? You do not understand the secret grief of this child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And when the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Arcelio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft. I want to know what happened to you between you and Felek. Is my wayward student. He came Urek 5 as a callow youth. Personally, I mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, provided just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure. Blah blah blah. You see the fruits of his villainy yourself. Yeah, I know it's him. How could you lose control of your own station? He said that this child was a monster, and you believe him. He has, after it's done, Felek only wishes to dispose of the heir, take the reins of his blood-stained hands. Felek is the true monster. What service do you ask of me? Save the sacred child. Take away. I fear I do not have much time left. Sell the child. Deliver it to region Aronto. Sorry, acting as the head. Blah blah blah. I know we came for Navigator, but after all we've seen, I have reservations. You're talking as you expect to die here. You'll need a Medicaid. Oh, I'm gonna keep. I will perish alongside the station. Well, Felek is the true monster, so fuck him. Allies are always welcome, even temperaments. I will revive the child. Do not be alarmed. The power of House of Celia will keep air will keep help us destroy our enemy's shields for Felek's monstrous navigators. Kill Felek with great pleasure. I will do so with great fucking pleasure. Because traitors are not welcome. Oh, taunting scream. That's a new one. I don't remember this one. Swore enemy, reckless strike. Nah. Yeah, that's... Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And gain more... Carouse. Yeah, I picked the passive where the enemy continues burning, which I want. Abelard is gonna take the reckless stance, of course, and he's gonna get more athletics. He's an old man, but he's far athletic than most people. And yes, Nukin, well, I'm a loot goblin, go for all out of curiosity. Yeah, Allcat feeds on that. Pathfinder is far... Their Pathfinder games are just as much like that. Let's see, weak body, weak soul... Mind Thief, Mental Reach. Enemies that have taken damage from the Psyker, at least one suffer on... Oh, guess the Psyker's conditions, yeah. However... Okay, let's see, what can I give her? I want the warp talents I want to give her. Let's see. Recall of Psycho's allies gain... Oh! Yeah. More crit chance, always good. I'm gonna give her more intelligence. So it's a stat that she lacks. And Argenta. More ballistic skill. Now I'm gonna give you more strength. You're gonna need to wear heavy armor, power armor somehow. Dash. Yeah, I'm taking dash instantly without with zero.
Lead us to fortune.
Without any hesitation.
Money to be made?
Trailblazers of the Imperium. Then we pray who betray the of our house. Come. Road traitor, treacher's room. I knew I should have killed you. Yeah, fuck off. That's enough, boy. You betrayed the child, our house, and testifying itself. Surrender. I'm the savior of our house, and I'm prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them. Well, I am first gonna do that to you, brother. Whoa.
I'll make an example out of you.
This guy took a fucking Theobald took a fucking shot to the fucking stomach and he feels nothing. Man, the Giga Chad right there. And Indira is gonna be right here. Start the battle. Tides of time and space. Visions of triumph?
Emperor, give me strength.
Alright, so let's see. Who do I shoot first? Ooh, Felek, my boy, you're a very tasty target. However, I want the bodyguard, yeah. Yeah. Let's yoink.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. As
Then
the
run
Emperor commands.
Then
I
run
act.
and gun? What was the next one? Oh, you stinky little poo-poo head.
I
Okay.
will not.
Boop. Damn it. Well, Idira, you can chain lightning. Excellent.
Weather the storm.
Stay vigilant.
My turn. Well, what would happen if I burn you? What if then I charge you? Yep, I can.
I'll see
Charge.
to it personally.
Excellent. I can attack you twice. Actually, no. Burn forever, cunt. And let's keep the flames on you. There we go. Much, much better.
My faith strengthens me. Die!
Well, that fucking dude is dead.
Done. I must not falter.
Just a minor setback.
Lol, he got shot with a shotgun, just goes, minor setback. Minor setback. Alright, let's go with reckless reckless strike and bonk the living shit out of that cunt. Then charge the second one. Excellent. Alright, let's see. Felek, my brother, how about I shoot
I'll
you?
do it. Each strike is a prayer.
Oh, crit!
Follow my lead. Follow my lead.
Break them around.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Well, you're dead, lol.
Was that
Bomba Klat! And he's dead.
Onward.
What the fuck?
I'm ready for whatever
XCOM aim right there, boys. Oh my guy just walks towards them.
You never stood a chance.
Oh shit.
Now, this is your burden, child. Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
He was a fine seer of the warp. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Damn.
Yeah,
07s,
no.
everyone. 07s in the
Enough.
chat.
I've had my fill of waterworks.
07s in the chat for our good mate Theobald, because he died protecting people. Ah, shit, ads. I regret we have to meet under some circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
Sadly, they won't.
What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassia, I, Ignatius von Valancius, rogue trader of the Imperial Man, offer you my protection, grant you shelter aboard my vessel.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
All who can be saved will be given succor aboard my ship.
As a lady navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
And we got Cassia now.
You
First
are
off-
in the presence of House Orselio.
Yeah, I know, my dear, and she's a romance target, by the way. Giving her more willpower. Okay, Eye of Oblivion, Ebb of Flow. Every even turn, the navigator gains an additional Eye of Oblivion. Line of sight, it has its dodge and hit chance. Yep, there we go. Eye of Oblivion. Yeah, -5 to their fucking hits chance if she can see them. It's excellent. It's really excellent, honestly. Inspiring speech, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. No. 20 tons of faults. Peerless ways, open to the warp. Yes, resistant mind over matter. Guide of souls. Navigator starts including extra turns. All turns. The first ally target and the navigator with a single target ability each turn gains the same amount of movement points. Yeah, blood augury. Is damaged by navigator from any source of warp damage. That is actually great for me. It stacks with me. Every even turn. Okay, I know that. Okay, what about this? Commanding voice. Yeah, the voice of command is gonna be good. More fellowship. It affects her officer abilities.
I know how to take risks.
Alright, let's see. Armor, body glove, Retobi pattern lasgun. That's House of Staff Orselio. That's castigating, infusing. Fucking great. Deadshot stub revolver. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm equipping that on me. That's on Argenta. Weapon skill deals damage. Ooh, yeah, Argenta, both of those little
Join
things.
me in prayer.
Huh? Wait, I can't see shit. Oh, I did not put this in cargo. Didn't I? Please tell me I didn't put this in cargo. Oh, it's because I'm a moron. Alright, we'll give her that. No, actually, no. Better hit chance. Then with this. Oh, this is gonna be for Cassia. Okay, same bullshit. How about you? You have an armor body glove. We'll add to cargo then. We'll add to cargo. Argent is getting her fire grenades, of course. My guy is getting this. Nothing new, really. What is Cassia's staff do? Oh, it's Cassia infusing your +5 to... okay. That's for buffing, though. Well, Cassia will just get an armor. I be lurking at waifu acquired. Yes, she is acquired, mate. There you go.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries. I always keep my options open.
Yoinking this. Everything goes to cargo. You are also going to cargo. That's about it. We're done. Alright, getting the fuck out of here now. When in doubt, save. Yes, all cat games are like that. There we go. Ah. No, inhibit Garcelio's power. Oh, yeah. As Divik is shivering and the crew dancing around in puzzlement searching for the source of the sudden wave of unease. Of course, when you're ready. Yeah, we did not inhibit her powers. What did you wish to speak about? In the eyes of the host, famous, Eustace Gordy made you famous beyond the bounds of your home system. This year you managed to penetrate the imperial walls of Urak 5 before we ever met. It is truly you, Ignatius, the person who all expanse Calus are talking about, and now a rogue trader as well. A few seconds without hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale. I have not thanked you yet for saving me. My thoughts were clouded more than Theobald, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position, and that I'm immensely grateful. I'm also deeply grateful you saved my servants, especially my valet. Uwe served on the station more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him, and he knows how to properly attend me during journeys through the Materium. And what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of amber. But now I'm ready to go to Sanctum Navis before the Sacred Bride. I require Rusher's canvas and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Why ask me this system? Why do you refuse red paint? Gestures to sir. Uwe will give me his blood before the ritual, as always. What? Tell me about this ritual. I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of our Well, I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge with my mind with the will of the machine spirit in this vessel, of the ship, so I become one with the vessel. Cassie lifts a back of her net, revealing gilded implant ports. After that, I use the House of Cellular ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts. And then it's time to open my third eye, peer into the depths of warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions of mirages, creatures, only light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light, the gilding threads. I'm dropping some. But you have nothing to worry about. The navigators of Alpha never lose their course. I shall ensure you necessary supplies delivered through the Sanctum Navis. I shall take my leave for you the duration of this ride. I ask of you to do not follow me if you can survive the gates of the warp when it's opened. Talk about the bloody painting. Exactly. End dialogue. Are immensely wealthy, do not use mere currency for trade. Some of your currency resources, yeah, profit factor. Commencing initiate, Kamuve, and she slips him. I see, and here behind the glasses are of a safe, great to lie spine, blah blah blah. Cassia, are you all right there? It appears that several servants were part of the navigator's ride, as was for her predecessor. I'll arrange for the bodies to be removed. Yeah, when the navigators opened their third eye, people died. Well, Captain, congratulations, sparing Urek 5. Yeah, first off, as any insane rogue trader would do, loot everything that is not fucking bolted down. As you can add, Lord Captain. And we got a profit factor. With profit factors, we basically it's the income of our holdings, the treasury and loans from me to everyone. Yeah, basically that's how we buy, because rogue traders are fucking rich. I would also like to remind you that we're still looking for an Engine Seer Prime. Thank you, Vic. That will be all for now. Alright, next we'll go to this little planet right here. Huh? Oh, shit. I did not even save beforehand. Fuck. I hope this won't be bugged like before. Long before. Ah, it's Cassia. Okay, never mind.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleases me you're adjusting to life aboard the ship.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
The events took place in Uruk 5 must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
You only attended as your valet from your Iraq 5. Do my servants not measure up to your standards?
No, no. It is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my
Perception test. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the adornment on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often become the topic of gossip among lowly servants and officers alike. It's unsurprising, then, that Cassia prefers the company of one who is used to her looks. I see you're fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing. Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course, although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
I hope you had ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying? You are behaving as if... I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
I'm beginning to think, Lady Cassie, that the feelings I have for you are far more complicated than common sympathy.
Lord Captain? So many colorful sparks are flaring to life and dimming all around you. It is a veritable ocean of emotions.
Yeah, but remember, she also asks if we can rip our servants' vocal cords out.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station, of Theobald and Felek. I do not understand. They were merely the keepers of Urak 5. So, why do memories of those two... At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls, and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books. Your ship alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities. And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... my delight must seem childish.
God damn it, Nukin, you're way too down bad.
In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
I would not dare to make fun of a lady's feelings, especially one who's captivated me ever since our eyes met.
Words like that, Lord Captain, could easily
I got
be
her.
misconstrued.
I'm the Riz Master,
you should
everyone.
Familiarize yourself with some of the works in your library to learn the appropriate manner of conversing with a lady.
And now, here's a little funny thing if you want to romance her. You see, she leaves you a book. This is literally the best thing any man could get, because she is literally giving you a book how to fucking woo her. Imagine a girl fucking, because let's be honest, us men are stupid. We cannot see the signs, alright? We're kind of fucking stupid. So if a girl literally gives you a book, only the densest, most stupidest motherfucker would not get the hint. Read the damn book. Read, fucker. Read. Anyhow. Bro. Sorry, Dante. It's the first thing you see, the first time you see, and I'm sorry, but you're gonna be experiencing my schizo fucking comments because here's the thing, my dude. This is not this is the lightest thing I will say. Wait, what do you mean? Don't think so? Come on, dude. If a girl gives you a literal book that reads that's the title, "How to Win Your Lady Over," which she picked. It's kind of a massive fucking hint. How are you doing, Dante? Also, how did you find the stream? I always ask new chatters that. Alright, let's get to the Cronus map. Let's go here. I'm not going to Rykar Minoris, so it's gonna be that. Oh, fuck off. Ah, great. The servants are rebelling. Excellent. Excellent. Abelard, grab the fucking guns! The servants are revolting again. They have not eaten enough lead today, apparently. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of highborn brat out of the lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain. Not least, I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence towards a higher ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avrila Vent, requesting permission to speak on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. Well, please don't fucking shout. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that drastic times call for drastic measures. This matter cannot wait. Any matter now, an assault unit will be dispatched. I just happen to be Serbian. Ah, that's yeah, about the. I am convinced that this step is unwarranted. So search Serbia. Opa, interesantno. Nećeš puno vidjeti Vtubere koji su Srbi. But I'm convinced that this is unwarranted, crisis provoked. Abelard in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. He glances at Sourback, who is standing not far from him, but she maintains a stone expression. That's why I clicked. Nice. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Versarian and to intervene in what happened in the lower decks before mutiny. There's an insurrection in the making aboard my ship, and nobody fucking told this to me? I will not deem the problem worthy of the rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rule across the ship. Oh no! It's the thing that Americans fear. A union! But then again, unions in America kind of like to create monopolies, which is a paradox for, you know, unions. Well, but details. And it took a month to restore, but even 8 years later, we're still abandoning the rumors of that hero had survived his execution. Yeah. Well, ship, the Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo 100 bolters. I doubt about that. I'm sure the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly. He will quell the unrest. Yeah. How did this all start? Where does I shall explain. I beg your time, sir. I will not hurry since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak. Basically, he fucking. It happened during Theodora's time. He decided to just shoot the people. Pilar, what do you say? Yeah, he also doesn't regret it. Welcome to Warhammer. And you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Ven, I respect the chain of command and realize it's not within my right to challenge my superiors. Sourback, explain yourself. The ship regulations state the Master Ship at Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers. Abelard, do you wish to respond? Mr. Sourback, nonsensical. There have been other cases entire time. Defendant, what do you say about Central has signed you off with your peers anyway? Lord Captain, I swear Central has never granted me any privileges, never once either giving me nor faculty nor promotions. Although he was the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place, he has offered me extensive guidance and service which I am eternally grateful to him. And while it's not my fellow's such attentions, I know at least that doesn't align. Fine officer Central keeps in sights on continuous strive to prepare the new generations. Aha. I see. I will go down there personally. Abelard is gonna protest and unable to handle the situation, which will lead to your insantion's involvement. I consider my duty to the depot for myself and expedient resolution to this incident. We're going in and yelling timber. We're gonna shoot a couple of servants.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Wow, nobles from the upper decks. Hey Dante, this is Warhammer. Shooting servants is... Oh great, he threw acid at me. It really makes you think. It really is convenient because, you know, Warhammer is set in the fucking UK and they're throwing acid. Fitting. Lower decks are a source of endless problems. The people dare to disrespect a senior officer. They would not have the chance to express some despair if we were not here, and the situation had been dealt with by relevant officers. Did you hear? They were shouting your name. Of course they are. The organizations, yeah, basically they just want him to be... they hate him. They hate him with a burning passion. They hate
your wits about you.
Abelard with a ginormous passion.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Sounds of your spirit. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is very thin. I have given you an order. Now get out of my way. Cannot simply comply with that. This deck in my sector, blah blah blah. So not all my lessons went on deaf ears. Yeah, he approves it. What's the situation? Your lordship, we have locked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leaders. We encountered some locals and they threw acid at us. The people are getting desperate, clearly. How do you say? Are you worthy of your rank? Forgive me, Lord Captain. I will take steps to ensure this thing doesn't happen. Well, you see, I am an army kid, you know? My dad was in the fucking bomb squad, you know? Special services. Anti-bombs in in the army. You gotta fucking grill your how to say this, people under your rank. And especially in your command, you gotta grill them sometimes. I will speak to the strikers. However, if I mess up anyway, it's gonna be a bloodbath. Which is fun. Blood for the blood god. Great. This is a perfect depiction of how fucking, how it looks when you're negotiating with SAG-AFTRA. Fucking hell. Lord Captain, you have come to speak. Tell me what is troubling you. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that, huh? people have been pushed to their limit, now they're lashing out. If we don't know why the top decks are being sent down here, like the one that the lieutenant won't let pass. Clouds are inside this bay have been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there's some people who have had just about enough. We are getting it from all sides of soldiers, blah blah blah. Awareness this. Their words mean sincere to you. Their body language and glances traded between them reveal the news that their attack has shocked them. Tell me. Striking, that's news to us. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Shut up, Rivet. Here's the deal, your ship. Your damn forces are all over down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong war, and reaching for the batons. If they want to punish someone, they run off the heating for days, a week of base for a week at a time, and we are sick, and we get sick and freeze. Jetta does not rather see a sadness, well, nice, and children's death were mentioned. I was told that you were found in possession of a cultist amulet and the heretics are hiding here. Cultist amulet, what was that? The gear god they found on the dead drunkard? If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure did not know. The enforcers just said that they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? Well, because there were heretics. In the beginning of the game, they were trying to kill us. Definitely not. If they were, we would be the first to report. So for damn whatever it is, they took off a dead body. There's no cultist still breathing in our sector, that's for damn sure. And when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots they came back with, nobody has ever tread these decks in boots so fine. I can tell you that. Seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Yeah, those boots were really fine. There were no harm taking them, right? As for the amulet, it could be just pocketed by someone who didn't even know any better. Yeah, and that's how chaos corrupts, because that's how you get a chaos cult. You just don't realize it, but that amulet has some sort of warp power or chaos power attached to it because of the power of belief in the Warhammer set universe. And it will corrupt them either way, and that's the best way. And the only way for that to happen is either pray to God that the corruption didn't take hold of you as deep enough, or a bolter in the fucking noggin. Anyhow. Naive chill, when you were taught at the early age about the dangers of arch enemies' creations, weren't you warned of any unfamiliar object that could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. Last time we saw a confessor in our sector, I had my third little one. That's regrettable. You cannot lay the burden. Abelarda, do you have something to say? All necessary. Sourback, was it necessary to cut? The rabble understands only one language, well, that of violence. As per regulation, should the laborers persist in their unwillingness to cooperate, the next step is limiting air supply and cutting off water. Hey, squad. I'm cracking my back. Actually, this is the first time you came here on Twitch, I think. Yeah, it is. How you doing, bruh? I'm cracking my back. Sorry, my model's dying because I'm cracking my back. I'm shrimping. I am a 190 or 6'3", you know, so I am tall. The peasants can grumble all they want, but in the end, they are the source of their own misery. I wonder what the Adeptus Arbites character would say in this situation. Oh, I know what. He would just shoot them all with a shotgun. Judge Dredd motherfuckers. Playing rivals. Oh, nice. Would you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain himself is asking us, Bidrat, what we want. We want to rein in your damn forces, quick turning off the heat. Stop bothering everything that moves. Okay, yeah. You're gone too far. The Nels, Maggots, and lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. Yes, and there's also still probably leftover cultists in the ship. Remember, these ships in the Warhammer setting, these spaceships are the size of fucking cities. The size of, for Serbs here, they're the size of Belgrade. There's at least 1 million fucking people in this ship. And that's a sword class. The common spaceship. You know, the common one that actually, yeah, I mean, usually you're not the only one who is here, Serbian. I think Major, who is probably still in lurking here, is also a Serb. But yeah, these fucking ships are massive, alright? And they're not the biggest ones. Oh boy, I can guarantee you the bigger ones. I know. Fuck it. Google time. Warhammer 40k ships. Imperial Navy vessels. I just don't know the name, but I know the bigger ones. I know the lore, but I just don't know the names. Fucking hell, where are they? Yeah, the heavy cruisers or battle cruisers. The battle cruisers specifically are the size of a region, literally a region. Think for the Brits here, think the size of fucking Cornwall entire, or for the Serbs here, the size of fucking Šumadija. You know, big. But yeah, there's a lot of fucking bastards right there that could be. And there's no way and it's not even smart to let them have free reign. That's anarchy. So we're gonna coerce them. Spreading anarchy on the part of the ship, the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands will be even worse. They want also a militia. What's more, the office needs to remain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we'll consider the rest. Old man, listen. The Lord Captain says come down to us and is offering consensus. And we don't know a single person in the whole Depot 4 ever stood next to the rogue trader, let alone talk to them. Back down, this is no time for you to be a stubborn old crone. Listen to us, old man. The three clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We made up our minds. Turn aside. And she will also. You two gang up, and she is also. Where do you stand, Abelard? Then it's decided. Persecution will stop, and I'll expect you to assist in locating any of the remaining amulets left by cultists. Basically, we told them the enforcers are staying here, but they're not gonna beat the ever-living shit out of you if you cooperate. It's the best thing we can do. There's no loose ends. They're not getting punished, like getting their heating fucking turned off or shit like that, but or getting the ever-living shit kicked in all the time. Not all the time. Sadly, it will happen eventually because they are riffraffs. They do the lower deck rabble do fucking revolt still anyway. But because of that, at least they're not being ganked all the damn time. They're only being ganked sometime.
I always have
And for the Warhammer setting, that's better than nothing. Welcome to the grim dark universe where demons literally come through your asshole. So yeah. Like I said, sometimes blowing up a planet is actually the smart decision. I'm not joking. I've heard to discuss. Well, if you're pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain, you kowtowed to this loyal rabble. I didn't. Do not speak to your Lord Captain in that tone. I'm obliged to speak thus. Who else can put out your errors? Why are you so angry? I solved a problem. But why do you have to be? And did you consider what might cost you? I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene. Remember, Captain Theodora. Do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Blah, 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 blah. Well, maybe if Theodora fucking has spent one time trifling at least, she wouldn't have wound up dead. That's just standing in Nazi. I commend your decisiveness, but I'm uncomfortable discussing new protocols in the midst of a crisis. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and really have to explain myself. The prosperity of the Von Valencia's protectorate is not just the empty phrase for it. I left the Imperial Navy for a chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision in my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds a sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes, they create order out of anarchy, which I did, Abelard. Stop having a stick up your fucking arse. Stop having a stick up your arse, dude. So left behind everything I had known, everything my family has never known. Come long line of officers and embarked the reckless virtue of Captain Theodora and trusted me with the concerns she had no time for. She will have to go her flashing long periods of distant frontier, scouting voyages. The advancement of the entire protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly, everything that has been built over the years began to quake, rattling the flimsy hangar, and she died. Officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader is dead. Who knows what's happening on the planets? I'll tell you honestly, without fear of appearing weak, all this has come as a grievous blow to me. I'm not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from the problems in the past. Theodora trusted in established procedures, and she died. I do not want to make the same mistake. If you, yeah, maybe sticking to the to procedures is not always good. You have to fucking explain. You have to work around them. I understand, but you don't respect your can't accept and start living in a new world. Theodora is gone. It's just as important to me. You're not. You're the only person who has comprehensive knowledge. No. Solidly cleansed there. Yes, Lord Captain. For a moment, science he has looking with interest. Your resolve is admirable. The strength of strong leadership. I shall remember this moment. Should my old habits begin to creep back in. Now, please let us leave the lower decks. And I leveled up.
Keep your eye on the price.
Excellent. Alright, let's level everyone up. Oh, crack my back. Thank God. Alright. Oh, fuck off. Let's see. Weapon skill. Better to die for the Emperor, no heresy. Blade of Light. Force weapon attacks deal +2 more damage and have 10%. Well, I don't have any force weapons, so I don't need that. For that, I need to be level 14. Okay, fair enough. Second sight. Backdraft. Where was I used by Psychic deals damage, random enemy. Okay, Blazing Inferno. Your Psycho's critical chance until the end count each time deals damage by any means. Ooh. Tasty. That's tasty. However, I'm gonna pick... Oh, I need 45 strength for heavy armor. Noted. Oh shit, my model. Oh, there we go. Better. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me just move this right here so y'all can see. Well, heavy weapon proficiency, I don't need it. Melt weapon proficiency would be fucking nice. However, I'm gonna take... I do want a proficiency. Definitely. So I'm gonna take the bolt weapon proficiency so I can use bolters. Air authority. Oh, no. Willpower, toughness until the end of the combat. Walking nightmare, or enemies within suffer minus 22 penalty to the wall. Yeah, it's a zone of fear. What resistance test? Yeah, I don't need that. Get back in the fight. Move. Yeah, I don't. No. I want the powers. Waking nightmare or held in my gaze. It's a fey. Hit chance and next attack. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. And we're gonna take... What's this? Veil of Protection. Unless they are targeted by the navigator's power gain 10% armor. Yeah, I don't need that, so let's see with... yeah, there we go. Veil Degradation. Because I have like 3 Psychers now in my party. Veil Degradation is gonna happen a lot. Let's bump up your... I genuinely don't know. Let's see with the heavy weapon proficiency. Okay, good. I'm gonna take... Yeah, ballistic skill. Yeah, I don't want her to have heavy armor because she already comes with power armor mastery. So if I find power armor, yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna give her well, not heavy weapon proficiency because I won't unlock heavy weapons yet. I'm gonna give her melt weapon proficiency because, well, she is actually no, we won't have melted soon. Plasma weapon. Let's see, joint analysis, precise attack. No, it's unlock some powers. Foreboding creates an area that lasts until the next cycle. Per all allies gain 6% dodge, which is great. What's this? Well, power resistance, a penalty. Next turn, they spend all movement phase close to the nearest towards the sidecar. Yeah, I don't know. Sensory deprivation. If the test, if they fail, the test becomes blind and suffer. Oof, that's a good debuff. Let's go with foreboding though, and let's bump up her logic. Abelard, you're gonna get your strength enhanced, my boy. And you're now gonna gain heavy armor. You're gonna be wearing heavy armor. Oh wait, he already has that. Never mind. Bolter proficiency. There we go. Excellent. Honestly, I'll be done right here. Actually, it's like 10. I'm tired. I've been tired. I've been working a little bit. So thank you all for being here. There we go. So I'm gonna finish the stream on YouTube. So thank you all for being here. I'll see you all next time. There we go.